Monday. Yep, I'll explain this. And this one. Hope I didn't just knock it over. But hi, happy Sunday. Wait for YouTube to notify. Oh, goodness. Good evening, Mel. Hello, Brook Trout. Hello, Mr. Paul Honeyman. How'd you make out this week with your test, all right? I feel like you two are the first two to get on. If there's any problem, I'm not doing a part two. So I hope it don't freeze. But how was everyone's week and weekend? Gotta wait another week for the results. Okay, well, good luck. Keep me posted. Did you see my comment from Brook Trout on the Wawa Cup when you were doing plumbing? That's a real shitty job, let me tell you. So it's only saying 1 and 1 is in here. So, not that long again tonight, Paul. So, set a timer. Okay, I stopped worrying about the results now. They always call me ASAP if there's any issues. Gotcha. Been like a crazy weekend. Or should I say like a crazy few days. Jared's refrigerator started smelling. How you doing? I've been dealing with like, I have anxiety, but I've been dealing with some anxiety. I just couldn't get it under control. It's been affecting my sleep and all that jazz. There's always an underlying cause of it. So yeah, I don't know. So that's been a little bit bonkers. But Jared's friend was over, let's see, Friday? She works on Saturday. I think it was Saturday she picked them up. We did a taste testing of some really strange crumble cookies. There might be just one normal one in here. We were only taking like little bites because we were full. So let me see. You'll be able to tell that we were just taste testing. I forget. So, as you can see in there, there's like some whole ones. There was a carrot cake I didn't like because it had like big pieces of coconut, and I'm not a huge coconut person. Hello, KP. How are you? Strawberry shortcake. This is that Dolce. If you could see that. What it on top of like a spice cookie. That wasn't bad. None of us tried this one. I think it's brownie and chocolate chip. And I forget what this one is. I don't remember. And this is a strawberry shortcake cookie. Oh, you can see that on there as it's crumbling. So yeah, so we did that. We always try to do something on the weekend if they're around. So she was talking about it last week about doing a taste test. So she picked them up. And this one is like a butter cupcake. It's like split in half and it has like cream on the top. That wasn't bad. But nothing really like interesting. I think she wanted to go for like really weird cookies. And we were just full, so we were all just taking like little pieces and taste testing it. But yeah, that was different. What else? Oh, so Jared's refrigerator. It kept smelling like a chemical. So I asked the guy, I was like, what would be making like a refrigerator when you open it, you smell like a chemical? He said it could be the compressor. So I was told I had to be around on Monday for the refrigerator. Nobody showed up, of course. Friday they showed up with a used one where I feel like the bottom rubber isn't like catching all the way, but I didn't notice that, so I put everything in. Well, I cleaned it up, but whatever. So I had to deal with that. But I mean, it's working, and I'm not smelling that smell anymore because I have like a keen nose. So when the other maintenance guy came in, he was like, yo, you smell anything? Dude was like, no. And then towards the end, he's like, yo, look at us. And it sounded like he stuck his hand in like an ice basket, and this doesn't have like an ice maker. But I noticed like lots of things were freezing on the shelf. So yeah, that refrigerator took a poop. And as much as he pays, he should have had a new refrigerator. That's just my opinion. But, so I dealt with that pretty much all Friday. So I had to get rid of quite a bit because I didn't realize now all the shelves were freezing. So, anywho. So I dealt with that. Wow, how ingenious. People are so stupid. I look like a refrigerator. I actually blocked it myself. So anyway, so yeah, so that's that. And if you didn't see the, I don't know if I should have said Mexican shredded chicken, but, or Spanish chicken, I forget what I put in the title. But that was delish. I recommend anyone pull that, throw that together. I was on it. Okay. Well, you beat me to it, Mel. Yeah, it's because I have zero patience tonight for any idiots. Sincerely. So if you saw the video, I used 2 big boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And it was like a lot for me and Jared. So maybe next time I'll do it like 1 large chicken breast. But it was really, really good. Yeah, what is up with that dude? Keep writing. And even enough for leftovers. Yeah, I wasn't going to say, I'm not even going to say anything when it comes to stupid. I'm not in the mood tonight. So, yep, I'm sitting on the floor. Like, come at me with something like way better. So, gentlemen, because I think it was only used to, Paul and Paul, that stated to be careful putting holes in my pots. And I told you Jay was going to handle it, so I had to talk about it. Dental tool, and that's how he made the holes on all my pots. Well, this is the one that he took, brought it back. That was the hole, and then he did all the other ones pretty much the same way. See? All the holes, didn't crack them. I made chicken lasagna. That's really good, KP. It's tasty. All stupid questions will be immediately evicted. Thank you. You know, do you ever just have one of those where you just can't do stupid? That's me tonight. But yeah, nice. Could be tricky. Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me about tools because I don't remember the name of it or anything, but he just had to prove to you all that, you know, he wasn't going to crack it or put a hole in it. So anyway, they're all done and everything's doing good. Still being up here on the windowsill. I feel like they need to be watered more often than I would have thought. But I think it's because it's like kind of on the humid side in here. I'm the only one allowed to ask stupid questions here. Yep. So I made hot sausage, sweet sausage, and bow tie, you know, like, well, pasta for dinner tonight with fresh basil for the 3 of us. And turned out good. So yeah, all the pots are done, but I feel like I have to water them like every other day, kid you not. And it's been pretty warm here. I mean, I'm just in a tank top. like a strapped top, but I just put something over it in case somebody was to ask me if I'm naked. I remember that happened before when I was just wearing a tank top. They're like, "Are you naked?" So I'm like, "I'll just throw this on over it." But yeah, it was a little bit humid here the last few days. Today's kind of crappy. It's raining off and on, just one of those, kind of days. But it's been fairly nice most of the week, weather-wise. A couple of them were in the 80s and sunny. So, yeah. But I knew a lot of people were getting like a lot of rain, so I don't know. Last I checked the weather, it was saying like on and off again, rain showers today, but I thought I saw rain for Monday and Tuesday, not 100% sure. Yeah. Well, I was in short shorts, which is what I answered the door to today with Jay. He brought me back. I think it's like a Posturepedic. I don't know. He's always in here listening. Type of pillow. I've had the fan blowing on it. He washed it over a week ago, and the sucker still wasn't dry because you can't throw it in the dryer. And Jared's like, "What's up with that pillow? It looks like it's falling apart." So it dawned on me a couple hours later. I was like, "Oh, by the way, your comment about the pillow, it's not falling apart. It was wet still. And it just looks like that." It's one of those types of pillows that you can't put in the dryer. So, yeah. So, I mean, I hadn't clicked the air or anything on, but it was pretty humid a couple days this week. And, but I have a nice big powerful fan, thanks to my friend. So I had that on. I was fine. I just don't like going to sleep feeling warm. I'm a woman, you know? So, that's my weather that I could think of for this week. I don't know if it's changed, but I think it said all the way to like Tuesday. So I still have sausage and homemade gravy to put away because I made that. Oh boy. Wow. What's that, like 5 blocks right there? Crazy. All got to it first. So I'm back to drinking lots of water again. I keep this filled with water. If I want something flavored, this is like 0 calorie, 0 sugar filter that goes in it. And I'm using my Stanley cup for just regular plain water. Gotta stay hydrated out there, folks. Oh my goodness. Is it the same person, Paul? I was uploading my new video. Sorry, I missed back control. Ow. I don't know if it's the same troll. I was making tea for my wife. Help her get ready for 3rd shift. Oh, that's sweet of you. Is she a nurse? That was like my first guess. I remember doing 3rd shift. Oh, it's brutal after a while. And then like the one day off, it would feel like you have to sleep it, Oh, I used to be a manager at Wawa. I was just gonna say when I worked at Wawa on the 3rd shift, woo, it was killer sometimes, especially on like I don't know, Friday and Saturday night. I worked for quite a few different Wawas. But the one that I was at near where I used to live, the amount of like drunk people that would come in there on a weekend was insanity. Whack control, laugh out loud, autocorrect, gotcha. And my Wawa, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, people would start coming in for their coffees and everything because the racetrack was right near there. So like the jockeys and horse trainers and all those folks would come in. So you had to get everything done and be ready before the 3 o'clock rush. And I would get off like one day but you sleep it, and then that night you just feel discombobulated. Paul, stop removing my nakedness. The heck? Yeah, we said no trolls tonight. She brings me a sandwich every shift. Nice. Mmm. I like their turkey bowls. And a coffee. Oh, well, that's good. I didn't have creamer the other day. Back in the day, I used to do like 2 teaspoons of sugar and half and half. I cannot do that to my coffee anymore. But did you ever hear of, what's it called? Oh, crap, I'm going to forget now. Um, Cold foam. It's like $7.99 a can at supermarkets. I made it some time back, and I figured I'd see how it went. That's I'm that good. I'm gonna have to share it for sure. I'll have to remake it and then share it. And I didn't eat breakfast at all this week, so I didn't do the overnight oats. So that'll come at you this week. And hey, you got 2 videos out of me last week. I had to make homemade taco seasoning, but I had all this stuff. But it makes very little, so like triple it or quadruple it. Because that same day that I uploaded that, I was making the Mexican chicken, like, And I didn't use hard shell tacos. My son ate his pretty plain, just sour cream. I put purple onions, little diced tomatoes, the picture that's in the thing. That's how I made mine, but I thought that gave a lot of like leftovers for me and Jarrett, to be honest with you. But I like the dump and goes. I call them dump and goes. I don't know if that's really a thing on YouTube now, but and some people say to me, "What's a dump and go?" I said, "Where you can just dump it and go about your life. You don't have to stand there and worry about it." I told my son, like, "Oh, you still got to take a nap today while I slaved over the stove." And he didn't say anything, and I was like, "Did you not get the joke in there?" And I said, "Because I did it all in my Ninja Pot." Except for boiling, they picked bow tie noodles. I said, except for boiling the pasta. I even made the homemade gravy in that thing. I love it. What is up with the trolls tonight, folks? 11 people in here and only 5 thumbs up. Smash the thumbs up button. And in case you weren't here in the beginning, we did a taste test of all really strange out there kind of cookies from the company Rumble. I mean, what was it? Carrot cake, but it had coconut, like long pieces of coconut in it. I thought it was gross because I'm not really a fan of coconut. And the Dolce, that one was pretty good. It's on like a spiced cookie. And yeah, I was just too full to keep trying all the rest of the cookies, so. And today is National Star Wars Day. Who's a Star Wars fan in here? Look at how good, though, all my herbs are doing. Look at them all. Doing good. Even that little light thing down there. Oh, I'm point right in the blue pot. I click it on, for like a little bit each day. And because that's like a baby basil plant in there. I'm not, to really be honest with you all. Like I remember like the first, I just never really got into that. But my daughter was big into Star Wars. I think Jarrett likes it a little. KP says, not me. We went to see it. It was so crowded. My brother had to share a seat. Oh, really? Well, I mean, the first one, I saw that. Maybe, may the hags be with you. Wow. Let's see. The original 3 was good. The rest sucked. Yeah. I don't know. 1 and 2 I saw and it was alright. I just never really got into it. So. But I at least remembered what today was and figured I would just put that in as the picture for the live. So. I said to Jared before live, like, do you remember what else I made this week to eat? And he's like, nah. Because normally when Amy comes in, it's like, oh, it's the meal prep. Yeah, the first three. Mm-hmm. Yeah, after that I was like done. I didn't care for any more Star Wars. I could give them. I mean, I know some dudes in their 40s where they like love watching it and then they'll rewatch it and then watch it and I'm like, ugh, I couldn't do that even with my favorite movie. So yeah, neither one of us could think what the heck I made all this week besides I made hamburgers on, I thought they were going somewhere Saturday night. They came back early. Today they were going to go to like, not like a fair, but something like that. But they decided they weren't going to go because the weather was crappy. They'll go next week. Uh, Paul's having fun with these like trolls, huh? So anyway, I made um, jalapeno burgers. Again, another jalapeno that has no spice in it. I should have just put some of my cowboy candy on there. Um, Jared had his. Well, I fried the jalapeno up, and I fried up some purple onions. So, and we had it. I think Italian cheese on it. That was one of the meals. The chicken was two of the meals. Today I made hot sausage, sweet sausage, homemade gravy, and bow tie pasta. And then that's it. That's all we could remember for the entire week as far as meals were concerned. The chicken recipe looked good. It is literally so good that I shocked the shit out of myself. I don't know. Sometimes I just do that to myself. But I have like a bunch of books over on the vanity/desk, and I'm going through it and going through my notepad, and I'm almost like, oh, like chicken tacos. That's the title of the video. Um, you're an idiot. Keep whacking the trolls. So, I was like, man, I haven't made that in a while. So that's what I made, which was good because I even got it on late. And, delish. Because I don't like boneless, skinless chicken breast. The way people make it sometimes, it's like just so dry. And it was delish. Hello, our life off grid. How are you? Paul's over here having fun, whacking all the trolls, just saying stupid stuff. How's it going? How was your week? How was your weekend? Welcome to the Nut House tonight. I don't know. Somebody asked me if I'm sitting on the floor. I don't know. May the hags be with you. Should have gave that one some credit. But anywho. But yeah, Brooke, you should make that for sure. It was really, really good. But I tend to use that. Well, that pot came here with me, but I tend to use that a lot. I'm afraid I'm going to burn it out in the summer because it gets too hot. My son's oven, it just gets so hot. It warms this place up. A few trolls. Mel doesn't do well with trolls. I already told Paul right from the gate, like, I just can't play stupid tonight, so the faster I don't see it, the better off. I may say something that someone doesn't like. That's just the mood that I'm in. You know, because trolls, they just get on my nerves. Oh, that's nice. Our life off grid. They really did though before. I mean, I was getting thousands and thousands of trolls. That it got to the point where I was like skipping live. It really was like getting to me. It was just way too much. But now I just really don't give a flying rat's ass, to be honest with you. That's what I have moderators for. Is it? I'll just say the goat. Hello, hello, happy Sunday. Welcome in, welcome in. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button coming in or going out. We're not going to be on here super long tonight. I was going to come in. Hello, Ace. You wouldn't dare. I was going to come in as troll to mess with Paul, but I can't be stupid enough to do something trolly. Yeah. How you doing? Happy Sunday. I'm sure all of us could come up with something that's trollish, I guess. Maybe not me, but people just have nothing better to do with their lives. Sincerely. Hello, Ace. I can't think of the name of this channel. Wait, let me think. I'm going to try. Gosh darn it. She lives in a remote area of Alaska. And the only way you can bring food in or out is to fly. It's like a 5-minute flight. Her family has like a business there, cabins and stuff. It's near like a national park. Like a younger girl. She's big on TikTok. She's got a decent amount of subscribers on YouTube. And I was watching her today because she was helping her parents get the food for the lodge and everything. Holy cannolis, talk about, I watched a lot of Alaska stuff. I do too, but mainly just this girl. I can't think of her right now. And what was I just going to say? Oh, so they had to purchase all this food, start getting the food in, you know, for the lodge. And I mean, one of those big carts that you pull, and I think like the way that she did the video, like they go in, they fill it up, they check out, they have to go back in, fill it up, check out. I'm like, oh my gosh, if we ever complain about going to the food store, they must have got that $10,000 because their doors open up, I think in May. She's got a cute little channel. Anyway, the amount of stuff they got to open up this lodge, it just blew my mind. Like, we're over here complaining like, oh, gotta go food shopping. And they have to fly it in by plane. Just crazy. Mowed the lawn today, first for this year. Awesome. The landscapers have been here quite a few times. But there's a lot of dandelion seeds up. And, you know, then it'll rain and, well, they'll be gone. They'll just mow them over. But everything's looking pretty green. They remodeled the pool here. That's already up and going. Like, oh, speaking of, that's my neighbor. I forgot to turn my do not disturb on. Oh, I can't respond back right now. But yeah, they new concrete for the pool, new tile, got it filled. And then we had a fierce storm here. It was blowing stuff all in it, you know. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I went underneath. They were picking out t-shirts for the people that fly in that are going to be working there for the summer. And somebody wrote the dumbest comment underneath on this young girl's thing that was just like, oh, you know, well, why do t-shirts for employees when you're only supporting like in Trump's world or something? And normally I will never write anything negative, and I'm just like the girl's page is not political at all. And I said, what did I say? I said, oh, that was like a rude comment or whatever. Maybe you should keep politics out from underneath the girl's comments. And yeah, my phone's been alerting me that other people are saying things to this person, but she has a good little channel if you're into that. And I only watch Simple Living Alaska. Like, I've been watching them since they came out. They're like my favorite Alaskan channel. So I have my set channels that I love. The Simple Living Alaska, they're amazing. And then what's my other favorite channel is Leanna and I'm probably not saying her name right. Leanna and Aquila. Aquila is her white German Shepherd dog. She just bought raw land in the desert. So, it's a great channel. You should check her out. So, yeah. I was just like, man, people like say the dumbest stuff and like just rude things. So, that's the first time I commented something like that. Like, what an ignorant comment. You should keep politics off of her thing or whatever is what I said. People have like Trump derangement syndrome, let me tell you. Let's see. Who's calling me Mimo? Well, I don't get called Mimo. I get called Mama. So, it might have been around this time last week. If you can still hear and see me, give me a thumbs up because it's been freezing and I don't even know why. But I don't want to have to do a part 2, so I'll wait. If you can still see and hear me, give me a thumbs up. Uh-oh. Now last Sunday night, you were all saying we could see and hear you, but you weren't seeing our comments, so I don't know what is going on with YouTube. No way did this freeze again. Come on, folks. Give me a thumbs up if you see or hear me. If not, I'm just going to talk. Because you usually say you can just hear me. So what's coming up this week? I'm going to do that blueberry cheesecake overnight oats. And I'm going to shoot for 2 videos again like I did this week. Bet you I'm frozen again. Oh my goodness, you got to be kidding me. Not again. Come on, folks. It's like right at the halfway marker, it's been doing this. I swore I wasn't going to do a part 2. Got my rubber band too tight in my head. I wish I knew what was causing that. Because it's never happened before. Now it's going to be like 2 weeks in a row. Possibly 3 weeks in a row. Yeah, so anyway, so check out. Jay's telling me I'm not frozen. But I'm not seeing any comments. Well, give me a thumbs up then, Jay, because if I don't see it on this end, then I'm frozen. And it's all the way at the bottom, so I don't see any comments coming in. Anywho, yes, if you have all the spices, you can make your own taco seasoning. And I would highly suggest you make the chicken. And you could put it on the big or hard shell tacos if you want. That was really, really good. Next time I'd probably only use 1 chicken breast. Because I ended up wasting the rest of the other one. I was just too lazy to tell somebody to come up, pick it up if they wanted it. So I just threw it out. So yeah, maybe I'll do 2 videos again this week. And, I don't know. Just added to my list of things that have been going wrong. Now I have to figure this out, why this thing keeps freezing. You can see and hear me, but I don't see any comments whatsoever. All right, let's do a part 2.